Moonwalk like Michael. I can see it with my eyes closed. Left hand on the Bible. Blood in, blood out, that's a psycho. Moonwalk like Michael. I can see it with my eyes closed. Left hand on the Bible. Idols become rival.
RC is in the building. Passing through Super Jamz Radio on a Friday. Toronto, Canada.
On the block, my trigger finger is get it out the park. Why the devil bid? This top dog, there's got a glitch. Where the love at? Feeling like money, bitch. I've been trying out, won't die rich. It's surprise though, it's supposed to switch. And solid.
We got him in the building. We got him in the building. Is this the notorious B.A.P?
Nah. Ross Clarence.
Ross Clarence, man. Hey, big of a status, man. Wow, what a big tune. How are you, sir?
I'm alright, and you?
We're blessed, man. Welcome to Super Jamz Radio on a Friday. You've been heard right now in Toronto, Canada on Rigging Off Radio. You've been heard in Atlanta, 1010. You've been heard in all over the Silk Radio in the UK, man. So welcome.
Thank you for having me. Hello, everybody.
RC, right?
Yeah, RC.
What does it stand for?
It's my government, Ross Clarence.
Ross Clarence.
Shorten it up, Ross Clarence, P.A.P.
It does sound into it.
Yeah,
RC. In Jamaica, RC means a whole different thing. If I
yeah, what does it mean?
If I said I won't have a job, man.
RC, it is it.
If I say RC, I won't have a job, so I can't say RC. But glad to have you, man.
You can tell me when.
Yeah, I tell you off here, you know?
Yeah.
So you could go and tell other people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Where you from originally?
Originally, I'm
your
from.
roots.
I was born in Haiti. Came here when I was like about 9.
So if I say Sakbasi to you?
Sakbasi, ma boule.
All right, man. Big project, big song. I'm feeling it. How long have you been in the business?
Well, I still about 7 years.
Mm-hmm. How did you get started?
Really, my friend Jerry pushed me to it. You know, at first I had like other friends I was like helping push and stuff like that, and my friend Jerry convinced me. Like, you know, a few other friends was like, "Yo, you should do music because you know you really."
Well, you do have a vibe, so maybe that's why you recognize the talent.
My first song, me and him, like we kind of sat down and wrote it together. Type of stuff.
Cool. So you are a writer as well?
Yeah.
You write all your songs?
Yeah, write all my songs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I noticed you have a book.
Yeah, I have a book. It's called Meet Pierre.
Mm-hmm.
It's about my first day of school in America.
Wow.
So you go from a rapper to now an author, right?
Yeah. You know, just trying new things, trying to evolve, challenge yourself.
You know, it's interesting. It says this was my first day at school.
Yeah, my first day of school.
Do you remember your first day at school?
Yeah, I remember it vividly.
Share the vibe with us why you wrote the book called My First Day at School.
Okay, it's kind of, you know, like my first day of school was very confusing and all that stuff, and from reading books and stuff to my kids, and it's like, you know, I wanted to touch on that subject, and I felt like that would be very authentic to touch on that. So I'm saying, and you know, they say the country is built off immigrants, so I feel like the immigrant story is very important for, you know, when you look at people like me and you could evolve and you could have something you could relate to.
Yeah, the story.
It's not only my story; it's an immigrant story.
You know, I like the book. I like the cover of the book because it's catching, and you can tell it's telling a story, especially in these times today with the kids today and relates to school and all of that. You know, I love the concept of that book.
It's pretty much, I want it to be worldwide. It's not going to stop here, you know. It's touching every culture and stuff like that. You know, like P.A.P, Jose, P.A.P, Abdul, you know, they're on the culture and their introductions.
As it relates to the Caribbean and what's happening in the Caribbean today, and here you are out of Haiti, and glad to have you here on Super John Radio. What's your message? What's your message? Because you're on global radio and you're touching just about every nationality. As we're talking right now, you've been heard in London, you've been heard in Toronto, Canada, Atlanta, South Florida. What's the message from RC?
Well, the message is, you could overcome. Like people have stigma on you, and when you come to something new, when you introduce to something new, sometimes you start doubting yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I just want people to know, like, you could overcome everything. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's deep, man. That's deep.
It's all about overcoming.
That's deep. That's deep. A lot of people who, the first challenges that they're facing, that they give up.
Yeah, you give up and you shut down.
Yeah.
So sometimes you gotta, you gotta know somebody that went through it already that motivates you. Maybe by me telling my story, it'll motivate somebody else. I really want to touch the youth on early, maybe, could stop them from making the mistakes I made and stuff like that, or falling into the peer pressure.
Not to go too deep, but it's interesting to say that some of this mistake that you make, and again, like I said, you're talking not only for yourself, but a lot of people, a lot of parents is listening and with their children. Share us some of the mistake that you made that you overcame.
Well, let me see that. Put me on the spot. Well, just life, period. Just for me to be where I'm at, just to even write a book. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people scare you from doing something. You like I be telling my friends, like, if I was in school, I would have told my teacher, like, I want to be an author. She would have probably scared me, like, you gotta read a bunch of books, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Or for me, if I could do it, y'all could do it. Just take the steps, just gotta believe in yourself. So
let's take a listen to one of your big songs. That's I can see that the message is in your music, and I can see where the inspiration is coming from as a writer and your vision of conquering and spreading the messages to the younger generation and the generation to come, especially as we navigate through these troubled times. Let's take a listen to one of the big songs. Introduce the song for us.
This TNT, stand for trials and tribulations. We all go through trials and tribulations,
RC in the building.
Woo.
Trials and tribulations, choppers and no limitations, zero expectations, evaluate my opposition, chasing L's on number nights, and let me warm in the dark and come back to light. The plot's thick, jealousy's contagious, you throwing tantrums, man up, you showing symptoms, you too old, where's your wisdom? Ancestors was refused to be a victim, know better, do better, go get a bread when a bone center. The line between love and hate is getting thinner. I'm off the deep end, hope you a good swimmer. Hard work before the glitz and the glamour. Had to work the block with the arm and hammer. You know the type to rock the stage with the hammer. Roll the dice, took flight with the scammers. Battle dodging the lights and the cameras. Spend wisely, but advise me. Shit don't surprise me. Levels get risky, trying to move swiftly. Gotta keep it all safety, they can't replace me. Product of my decision.
Meet Peer, first day of school. Tell us what inspired you to write this book and what is it all about? Tell us a little about what's in this book that Barnes and Noble was so interested in picking up and have you as one of their authors in Barnes and Noble.
I don't really know what made them picked it up, but I know the message behind it is, it's pride. You gotta be prideful of where you come from and who you are. Once you accept who you are, then you could, come do better things and stuff like that. So I just wanted my son to know, and my son and my daughters to know the story, behind it, because they don't go through it. They're not going through what I went through, like the ESOL program and
Mhm.
stuff like that. So they don't really know nothing about it.
So you had to go through the ESOL program
Yeah,
when you first came
there's
to
a whole
America?
step. Yeah, there's a whole step of the school and stuff like that. And when you
Okay.
and when they put you in those programs and stuff like that, and you see the other kids, sometimes it bothers you and makes you wonder why you're here, and it's like catching up. It's very deep. It's very
Wow.
deep. It's a lot of message behind it. But my whole thing was I wanted my kids to know about it. So I'm saying, and there's a bunch of people like me that was from Haiti, that got kids and stuff like that. Their kids don't know about it, don't know about those type of stories and stuff. So you got to introduce them to it. That was my whole purpose of it. And plus, generation wealth and having something that my kids could be proud of. Or be like, yeah, my dad did that. Stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I read the book, and I like the part how you told this story of your first day in school. I want you to share with our listeners about your first day in school and how it affected you and it brought you to writing this book.
Well, my first day was very, very confusing. My mom dressed me up like I was going to church.
Okay.
She gave me a bag. She gave me blankets and all that stuff. And I was going to the 3rd grade, so she sent me as a kindergartner.
Oh.
And I couldn't speak English. I didn't understand what was going on. It was very frustrating, but I overcome it. And by the end of the day, it wasn't that as bad and stuff like that. So, it was growing up in America. It was challenging. It's different culture. I get used to it and stuff like that. But
Right.
I'm happy about it. Like even like getting this book done and stuff like that. To me, it's like that's like my greatest accomplishment thus far. You see.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you prefer now being an artist versus being a rap artist?
No, I'm just Ross Clarence. I'm me. Like,
So you have different parts to
I even got a
RC.
film I'm working on, about to finish. I do, I try to get stuff out of my head. I get a bunch of ideas and stuff. I just want to accomplish them.
Right.
So once I accomplish it, I become a better person and stuff like that.
So going forward, what about your first day in school in America that confused you other than the blanket and the bag and everything else? Tell us.
Other than the language?
Yes.
Stuff, well, that was pretty much it. Just the food, language.
The food was different?
The language, and after that, it was pretty much.
So what about sports and any confusing?
Well, I my second book I'm writing. My second book is called P.A.P football. So, in my culture, football is soccer.
Our culture, the
Caribbean
Caribbean culture.
The Caribbean culture.
Right.
Football is soccer,
Mm-hmm.
but in America, football is football. So I dwell off of that, and I wrote that's the next book. P.A.P football. It's about how got the confusion between football and soccer, and still overcoming that.
So how was it when they said football and you thought it was actually soccer? No, it was actually football. You thought it was soccer.
Yeah, I thought it was soccer because of my culture.
Right.
My culture is football is soccer. But
so when you got out there,
at the end of the day, when I get out there, I got other Haitian kids that speak the language, that help me out with the sport. But at the end of the book, I got it where Pierre kicked the winning field goal.
Oh,
the
nice.
whole kicking thing, but just gotta stay tuned.
So you did score a goal.
No, I played sports. I played
You played
Derby
sports
Rocks.
too?
I played Derby Rocks for a little bit. Nothing crazy, But I'm not really a sport person, but I could play sport. I'm athletic.
You're very athletic?
Yeah, I'm athletic. I don't showcase it.
So you prefer showcasing your rapping skills and being an author versus sports?
It's something that I had picked up because I picked up music from going through a little something through in my life. It was something to help me cope. Then I ended up falling in love with it. So it's kind of like I just want to keep creating. I don't really create for to get wealth and all that. you know, I create to be a peace of my mind and to
The very
upgrade
piece of
myself.
yourself.
Yeah, to uplift myself. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like the book is a challenge by me just doing it. It's like, you know, I uplift myself. I added a title to my name. You know,
Right.
it's like then what else can I do next? You know, what's next? It's
Right.
a challenge.
So every day you wake up, he's like, okay, God, here I come. What
Yeah,
next?
yeah. What's next? You know, I just gotta be positive. As long as it's a positive message, I'm all for it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's all about being positive. You know? That's all life is. You know, negative and positive. I choose the positive side, even though I look negative, but you know.
I always say, RC, you need to smile.
Yeah,
But behind that serious face, there's this kind-hearted human being that's so loving and so mannerable that I am blessed to be in your presence. Knowing you from a young man growing into a grown man now, it's a pleasure.
it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure having you because you know you played a big part. You know, I remember when like the first book signing, right? The book wasn't here. You was outside UPS. You drove me outside the UPS to go and
Yes, and do you know what?
Yeah,
too?
like, and you was talking like, don't cry. You know?
Yes, one of the owners, actually, I had to call one of the owners of this station to help us to track that those books at UPS. I had to call them and say, hey, help me out. I need your help right now. But it was nice of Barnes & Noble to stick with you and you know, to help you pursue your goal. I like that. That was very nice.
It's really, I don't know, man. God is good. You know, that's all I can
I like
say.
that. Say that again.
God is good.
Yay, God is good. God is great.
You know, I
Seriously.
can't complain. He don't give you nothing you can't handle.
Right.
Trials and tribulations.
And so now you know you can handle all of your trials and tribulations once you try.
Yeah, it's the effort that makes you.
Right.
Yeah. Even if you on E, you're not on empty, you're on effort. You know?
Say that again.
Even if you on E, you know, don't be on E, you're on effort. Don't be on empty.
Effort.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're on effort,
nice.
man. You gotta keep making the effort.
That is really nice. Keep making the effort. Get up every morning and make that effort.
Yeah.
You can't lose.
You can't lose. Only you got you. You and God.
That is so nice. Well, guys, if you're just tuning in, we're here talking to RC. He is an up-and-coming hip-hop artist, book author. He's actually going on his second book, and I'm so proud of him. His name is Ross Clarence Pierre. Please put that in your memory and remember you have to go and get this book for your kids. So usually, you know, they'll say from ages what to what. What ages will you say will be good to start reading this book?
8 to 12. I think you can read it to
8 to 12,
It's
right. It's just a
okay,
story,
it's
right.
A story,
It's a
It's
story.
just about the vocab and stuff like that.
I
That's how
love
they
the
break it
pictures.
in. Yeah.
The pictures in here are so nice.
They like actual pictures and stuff like that. Miss Williams, that's in the book. That's really my foster parent. Miss
Oh,
Williams, yeah.
uh-huh.
Ann Williams. Her name is tatted on my arm right here.
Aw.
Ann Williams, so I made her my teacher and stuff like
Mhm.
that. And my mom is actually my mom. That's a picture of my mom and stuff like that.
oh, okay. So she actually really helped you a lot.
Yeah, Miss Williams, yeah. And, you know, I have a lot of people. I have a lot of angels, you know. God sends me angels.
That is so nice.
Yeah.
To hear a young man just talking how great God is, to overcome all your challenges, it's really great. I'm thankful. I'm grateful to be in your presence. You're such an inspirer. You're such an inspiration. I see Keem here is in the chat. He is tuned in. He is listening to you. Oh my goodness, this is so nice. I really appreciate you. Keep going. Don't stop. It's just beginning for you. So even if you just do a little rap on the side and continue doing writing books.
I'm gonna continue the book. It's a series. It's a series. What I'm trying to do next is take the character Pierre, which is me, make him do the ABC in Creole and English. You know, probably try to do a cartoon channel. All that stuff. Yeah, I want to turn it into a series. That's what it is. It's a series. It's not gonna stop. That's why I named it Pierre, because it's like, you know, generation.
Right. You know? And Pierre is your last name too. So
that's
it
my
matches.
last name, yeah.
That is so nice. Oh my goodness. So RC, tell our listeners where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram, RC P.A.P, RC _P.A.P. Let me see, Facebook, YouTube, RC P.A.P. You know, besides that, I'm just Google me everywhere.
So if I just go and put RC in Google, it will pull you up as well, right?
If you put Ross Clarence, if you put my government, it'll pull me up.
So you have to put Ross Clarence
here,
and then it will tell you all about you.
Yeah, it'll tell you all about you. Ross Clarence, yeah, you do that.
It's such a blessing. I love this. Well, Greg, I want to thank you so much for being here with us on Super Jamz Radio. Thank you. Keep up the good works. We love you, and we look forward to hearing a lot more about Mr. Ross Clarence Pierre.
Call for long, fuck where you from. I'm from the slum. Crabs in the bucket, snakes in the grass, 6 in the barrel, all see the